Learning how to apply the mechanics to my strengths and putting it to work. And I felt like each year I was learning something new, and it ignited some more fuel and some more fire into my gut about this game. And 2021 is where I was able to put it all together and carry into the Olympics and bring myself to where I am now.
Is there something with things in particular that clicked? I know it's all a journey, but man, 21 was.
Yeah, from the mechanics standpoint, just a better understanding of how my body should be moving and trying to get the most out of it and every pitch. Pitch-wise, I developed I got my pitches sharper. During the quarantine in 2020, instead of just sitting there, playing video games, I got certified in pitch design and started looking into how my pitches are supposed to move and how my pitches were moving at the time, and started tightening that up. Got a new, profile on some of my other pitches, like my changeup and my cutter, and trying to use all that to my strengths. Finding ways to apply that to generate more swings and misses.
What was it like reaching a group of Padres right before the lockout?
I mean, it was great. Obviously, the off-season can be tough time, a lot of uncertainty, but again, I was happy to come to some sort of agreement right before the lockout, and then it was just about staying ready and getting out here and coming out ready to go. Yeah.
As far as the mechanics goes, is there anything deeper you can share about in terms of how you?
Yeah, I just saw. Yeah. So I mean, if you guys know my background, I was an infielder. Well, primarily growing up, I was an infielder in college. I got drafted as a pitcher, and I just always felt like I was athletic on the mound. And just being athletic, I thought I had really good mechanics. Just my athleticism allowed me to repeat those mechanics. But once I broke it down and got on one of those mocap, where they do the dots, the slow motion, all that stuff, and do a biomechanical analysis, I saw there was a lot of inefficiencies in my mechanics.
That you were just covering with your athleticism, basically.
Yeah, exactly. I was able to get back on track, and so I started learning. I was real quad dominant and kind of losing some power that way, and kind of late in my arm action to get there, and that kind of leaks into some inconsistencies in your pitches, and again, for the most part, my athleticism was able to kind of get me back on track.
Yeah.
So then it was just from then on, just working on how I can, kind of create force from the ground properly and have better timing and in regards to my arms, where my arm is at foot plant, all that stuff, and a combination of that and working on just being very conscious on my workload and using the modus sleeve or the pulse sleeve to kind of mark down my daily workload and keep me within healthy ranges so that I can, sort of feel fresh the whole season.
Not overdoing it.
Right.
Did you do all that in Japan? All that research and studying?
Yeah, for the most part, and then getting with my pitching trainer that I use now in Tampa, kind of using him remotely and talking to him about it.
Expecting any changes, having been over there with the mounds and the ball and all the things that are sort of different over there?
It's for the mound. There's a couple mounds, especially the division I was in. They had some good mounds.
Okay. I heard of Sandy all the time.
Some mounds are. Luckily, I wasn't in that division, but I did pitch a couple times on those mounds. So, so the mound shouldn't be a big difference. The ball, every offseason, I trained with a big league ball anyways, even if I knew I was going back to Japan. I felt like it was easier going from the major league ball to the Japanese ball instead of vice versa. So I've always, and then there's obviously this whole offseason kind of training with the big league ball. As far as adjustments, different hitters, so there's going to be an adjustment period for that, right? Maybe a little bit different philosophy in hitting. But again, the amount of work that I've put in and, my preparation and what I do to make me successful, I feel like I can make that adjustment. Yeah.
Speaking of different hitters, how excited are you to join a division that just added Chris Bryant and Freddie Freeman?
Yeah, I'm pumped, man. I mean, it's gonna be a dogfight, and I'm excited to throw my hat in the ring and see what we got.
I know Bob Melvin mentioned that the first 4 spots in the rotation are already booked. How fierce do you expect competition for the number 5 spot to be?
I mean, I love competition, so I'm ready to rock and roll and get out there and compete.
What's your favorite meal when you were in Japan?
My favorite was probably yakiniku. Yeah.